Now, if you're thinking, hey, Kelsey, if I put all that information in there, isn't this prompt going to be like a page or maybe even 2 pages long? You bet your bottom dollar. Hi there, Kelsey Tony here, the founder of Guest Focused Tour Business Coaching, where every day myself and our team of experienced tour business mentors are helping you build a thriving, profitable tour business. Welcome back to our series on our VIP marketing methodology. This unique marketing framework is optimized for tour, activity, and experience businesses, and it builds on our core philosophy that your success depends on staying focused on your ideal target guest. As a reminder, this VIP method has 3 core elements, and our marketing needs to be first, valuable, providing genuine value to your ideal target guests through entertaining, educational, and inspiring content. Secondly, our marketing needs to be intimate. We need to build trust, rapport, and loyalty with our ideal target guests by humanizing our brand and creating personal touch points through connection, through community, and through conversation. And finally, our marketing needs to be pervasive. We need to maintain a consistent, multi-channel presence across the many places that our ideal target guests are spending their time and attention. While each of these elements is powerful on its own, the real magic happens when we do all 3 at once across the 5 stages of travel by being simultaneously valuable, intimate, and pervasive in our tour and activity marketing. We get a potent mix that will supercharge our lead generation, our sales, and our profit. In today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at how we can be valuable. To create true value and be genuinely helpful to our leads, we need to meet our potential guests at whatever stage of the traveler journey they are at. At a very high level, here's what creating valuable content looks like across these 5 stages. Firstly, in the dreaming stage, we need to inspire our potential guests with captivating stories and visuals. In the planning stage, we're going to educate with practical information, perhaps insider tips or guidance on their upcoming travel. In the booking stage, we need to reassure with engaging content about what to expect and clarify how to do business with you. In the experience phase, we want to enhance their trip or experience with real-time valuable information and support. And finally, in the sharing stage, we want to encourage and facilitate the sharing of their experiences and them becoming advocates and ultimately spreading the word about their great experience. Okay, so that's all well and good, but if you're like many tour business owners, you might still be kind of overwhelmed when it comes to content marketing. Where do we even start? Well, that's why with our VIP marketing method, we keep things nice and simple. The first step that we're going to be doing is creating some seed content. This is the primary written content that we're going to create for each stage of the traveler journey. We recommend a blog post first approach to this primary content creation, meaning simply a piece of written content. From this one piece of seed content, you or your marketing team will eventually or ultimately be able to repurpose or extract and create multiple pieces of content for other channels, for other mediums, and other platforms. That's when we get into the P or pervasiveness of the VIP formula. If you're just getting started with this, we might repurpose it into just 3 additional pieces of content. But as you expand your reach, as you get into intermediate and advanced content marketing, this one piece of seed content can be repurposed into 15 different touch points or 50 plus pieces of marketing content. So this is the cornerstone of your content marketing strategy. Basically, for each stage of travel, over time, we're going to be creating multiple pieces of seed content. Okay, but are you still staring at that blank page wondering, well, what kind of seed content should I create? How can I be valuable? Well, let's talk a little bit about how AI and generative AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Claude, and others can help you with this brainstorming. AI can be a powerful tool in your content creation process. It's going to be great for helping with brainstorming content ideas, supplementing your ideal target guest research, even summarizing and repurposing some of that content quickly. That being said, it's crucial to remember that generative AI is a tool and shouldn't replace your human creativity and empathy for your ideal target guests. We have to maintain that human element in our marketing with the VIP marketing methodology. It simply is important, as mistrust and skepticism are only going to rise as we have more and more deep fakes and more AI-generated content out in the world. Your unique experience and personality, or that of your team, is what truly is going to set you apart when you're creating this content and being valuable. And lastly, that trust is going to be an increasingly scarce commodity. Those caveats aside, I'm going to share with you right now an incredibly effective prompt to help you with this brainstorming process that we've been using with our members and our coaching team. This seed content brainstorming prompt for the dreaming phase goes as follows. You are a world-class marketing strategist working for the following tour company. In here, insert that context. This is our ideal target guest and our market niche. Here is the main problem we solve. Here are some of our clients' challenges. Here are some of our clients' desires. Here are some of our clients' objections. And then we get to the prompt. Note that this context is so important to add before moving forward. Develop a list of 20 blog post ideas for helping our clients during the dreaming phase of Google's 5 stages of travel, i.e. top of funnel. Address relevant challenges, desires, or objections, showcase our expertise, and humanize our brand business as much as possible. Now, if you're thinking, hey, Kelsey, if I put all that information in there, isn't this prompt going to be like a page or maybe even 2 pages long? You bet your bottom dollar. Adding in that extra context, adding in your personal insights from your guest deep dive and your intimate knowledge of your ideal target guest is going to be crucial for having this prompt deliver the results. In fact, right now, I'm going to show you how this one same prompt was able to develop incredibly compelling ideas for 2 very different businesses. Our first example comes from a recent corporate tours bootcamp that we led, and Vancouver Foodie Tours is our example. So here we have our company description, our market niche, our ideal target guest. Our ideal corporate client is a Vancouver-based company that values employee well-being and understands. What's the specific problem you're solving? Well, Vancouver Foodie Tours addresses common workplace challenges of communication breakdowns, lack of team cohesion, etc. Notice here the top 5 challenges, top 5 desires, top 5 objections. With all of this information ready to go into the prompt, we can come over to ChatGPT and we can use that exact prompt that I shared earlier. You're a world-class marketing strategist working for the following tour company. This is our ideal target guest. As we scroll down, we can see this is our market niche. We specialize in team building experiences. So this is a B2B example. Here are some of the challenges that they face. Here are some of the clients' desires. They want authentic team connection. They're craving better communication, boosting employee morale, etc. And if we scroll all the way down, we see finally, now, once you have this information, develop a list of 20 blog post ideas. Now remember, this is in the dreaming phase. So beyond the office, unique team building activities in Vancouver. I absolutely love this because it meets those potential leads and potential clients where they're at. They may not know that they want a food team building experience just yet. Here's another one, creating lasting memories, why unique experiences matter for team building. The research-backed benefits of shared dining. That sounds like a great one. Investing in team building. Is it worth the cost? Why traditional team building activities fall short. These are some great top of funnel ideas for seed content in that first phase. Now, if you don't love some of the results that you're getting, keep in mind that this can be an ongoing dialogue. Feel free to give it additional guidance or generate more ideas for that seed content. Now, the beautiful part of this brainstorming prompt is now that all of that context is in here, with a very simple prompt, now generate 20 blog post ideas for the planning stage of Google's 5 stage of travel, i.e. the middle of funnel. We can very quickly get suggestions for the next phase. Look at some of these titles. How to choose the perfect team building experience for your company. Top questions to ask when booking a corporate food tour or maybe team building exercise. The ultimate checklist for planning a successful team building event. Now, if you're wondering, hey, does this work in other AI prompts? Is there something special about ChatGPT? Absolutely not. Here is the same prompt here in Claude. Now generate 20 blog post ideas for the planning stage, and it gets different results. Hey, how to choose the perfect food tour en route for your team's objectives. The best seasons for corporate food tours in Vancouver. Budget-friendly tips for maximizing your team building experience. Addressing dietary restrictions. How to ensure everyone in your team can participate. Pretty cool stuff. And it's amazing to think that this technology didn't exist just a handful of years ago. So we're in this incredible position. But watch this. Watch how that exact same prompt can also be used for one of the multi-day operators in our coaching program. Let me introduce you to Mystical Asia Tours, a multi-day tour company started by a young Vietnamese-Australian man named Peter. And Peter is taking Australians on their first trip to Vietnam. So if we use this same prompt in ChatGPT, well, hey, you're a world-class marketing strategist, but now you changed jobs. Now you're working for Mystical Asia Tours. Here's our ideal target guest, Brenda, a 59-year-old Australian woman who works in Sydney. As we scroll down and add the context, here are some of her challenges. Overwhelmed by planning a trip to an unfamiliar destination. Concerns about language barriers and cultural differences. Here are 20 blog post ideas designed to attract and engage clients in the dreaming phase. Why Vietnam should be your next travel destination. Hey, 10 must-see attractions in Vietnam for first-time visitors. How to experience authentic Vietnam, a guide for Australian travelers. And if we come over to Claude by Anthropic and use that same prompt, we can get different ideas for blog posts or written content that we can use as seed content. Vietnam versus Thailand. Why Vietnam should be your next Asian adventure. Contrasting the charms of Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, from kayaking to trekking, outdoor adventures that await in Vietnam. And just like we did with the other company, we can now move on to the planning stage. We can see here the ultimate Vietnam packing list, a Vietnam visa guide, everything Australian travelers need to know. And just to showcase how Peter is already repurposing some of this seed content, he was able to generate this 7 costly mistakes Aussies make on their first Vietnam trip, which was a great dreaming phase, top of funnel piece of seed content. Well, he turned it into a lead magnet, i.e. a way to collect email addresses from potential leads. Look at the benefits. Avoid 7 rookie mistakes that could cost you over $1,000 and countless hours of frustration on your Vietnam trip. Insider tips to save over 20% on accommodations, transportation, and activities. Avoid getting ripped off. Don't go where 90% of the tourists go. Beneficial tips from Aussie Vietnam traveler that has been in your shoes. And there, g'day, Peter here, founder of Mystical Asia Tours. What I love about this is Peter is meeting his potential customers where they are at. They're not even sure if they want to do a group travel trip yet. They're still in the dreaming phase. What I love about this lead magnet is, yes, it's repurposed, but Peter shared with me that he has already generated over 200 email subscribers just from getting this on his website and even driving some paid ad traffic to it. One last insight to share here, and since we're on a Vietnam kick, I want to introduce you to XO Tours. What I love about the XO Tours blog, they do day tours in Hanoi. I think they're scooter tours and food tours. But notice this blog post. Custom made? Yes, please. A guide to custom tailoring in Vietnam. What I love about this blog post is that the tour business owner who is in charge of this marketing strategy, he shared with me that he knew that custom tailoring was a big thing that people were interested in when they were coming to Vietnam. But notice here that this blog post isn't specific to his food tours. It's not even specific to his scooter tours, but he is still providing value and being helpful and meeting his potential customers where they are at. Okay, I hope this closer look into the V part of the VIP marketing method has given you some clarity on your content marketing, or maybe a more simplified approach to creating seed content across every stage of the traveler journey. I also hope you've been inspired by that great ChatGPT prompt that can allow you to fast track brainstorming, as long as you're able to leverage your empathy and deep understanding of your ideal target guests, their needs, wants, desires, pain points, and frustrations. By doing so, you're going to be able to meet them exactly where they are and build that trust and rapport. In the next video, as we look into the I and how we can build intimacy with our marketing efforts, we're going to take this to a whole nother level of trust and rapport. Before we go, in the comments down below, let me know if you had an aha moment during this training session. Is there any type of content marketing, or maybe even some AI prompts that you'd like to share with our community? Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.